Hey everybody, Mr. Dan here, back again on a dark and stormy night. Real quick, I wanted to go over my top 10 horror films that I've never seen. Grampus and I wanted to share that with you. And this was inspired by a video that David made on David's Horror, where he did the top 10 horror movies that he's never seen before. He had films like Cannibal Holocaust on there, a few other big ones. Not sure if I'm going to have any like that or not. And then also I saw that Project Ellsworth made a video where John and Janae just did the top 10 movies that they've never seen before. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick to horror. The first one is the movie Martin, which is funny because I just saw Martin from Anthropomorphic Fiend. I knew I was going to flub that. Martin from the Anthropomorphic Fiend channel review Creepshow, and he mentioned that he had never seen Martin because he mentioned it because of the Romero connection to Creepshow. So yeah, this is one I've never seen. This one and the movie Q, the Larry Cohen film, are two that were like in my head since I was a kid. Kind of scared me. Martin I read about in Fangoria magazine. It sounded kind of scary. Q I saw the trailer for on TV and it kind of scared me. Q I watched last night, so I've got that one. That was fun. So I watched that last night, but I still want to see Martin. The next one is Dead of Night. This is an anthology film from, I believe, the 1940s. I'm not sure if it's the first anthology film, but it's a famous, groundbreaking anthology. I'm pretty sure one of the segments was remade in another film, which I know that just sounded so brilliant. It might have been Tales from the Crypt. I don't know. I don't really know much about it, about the segments, or if there's like a wraparound or anything. But so I got to check it out. I love anthology movies. I know one of the segments has I think it's actually called the ventriloquist dummy. So damn dummies and puppets, so scary. The next one is Trauma, the Argento film. I was trying to think if was there a kind of a famous Argento film I haven't seen yet. I've been going back, last few years. I've been trying to watch all the big ones. I know there's some other ones like Opera. That would be
an honorable mention, I guess. But Trauma, I think, is the most well-known one that I haven't seen and well-liked.
Next one is Halloween 6. I've never seen it. I don't think I've seen it. Okay, I've just watched Halloween 4 for the first time a couple months ago, after I watched Halloween 2018 in order to get ready for Halloween Kills. So many conversations in the whole community about Halloween, and I didn't really see the sequels. I'm not a huge sequel guy when it comes to any of the big franchises. I can't rank them off the top of my head. But 4 I hadn't seen. 5 I did see years ago. It was on TV, so I remember watching that, being kind of confused by the whole Thorn angle. So I don't think I've seen 6. It's possible I'm conflating 5 and 6, but so Halloween 6, haven't seen it. The next one is Return of the Vampire. This is the Bela Lugosi movie that he made, I believe, in the 40s for Columbia. Obviously, Dracula was a Universal film, so he is not known as Dracula in this. He just plays a vampire, and I don't know much else about it other than I think it's still Lugosi in his peak, in his prime, before he started to deteriorate physically and in terms of the quality of roles that he took. So I definitely want to see that. For the next one, speaking of Dracula, I wanted to pick one of the Hammer Dracula films. To my knowledge, I've only seen the first one several times. For some reason, I watched it with my son. I've seen it several times myself and showed it to my son maybe last year. And I think I've probably seen parts of the sequels. As a matter of fact, I was watching a review that somebody did, and I remember for years one of the death scenes. It's the one with the windmill. I forget which film that's in, but I remember seeing that. So I guess I've seen some of the other ones, but unlike the Frankenstein, series, which I've seen. I've seen all the Frankenstein movies, the ones that feature Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. I haven't seen the Hammer Dracula sequels, so I just picked one, the Satanic Rites of Dracula, because it has both Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. So definitely want to see that one. A honorable mention would be Dracula AD 72, and I know there's a couple other ones. I've seen the Shaw Brothers collaboration, the Golden Vampires, 7 Golden Vampires. I've seen that. Yeah, that's probably one of the biggest ones. From Hammer that I haven't seen. Next, again, I'm not a huge sequel guy, so when people talk about all the Freddy sequels and the Friday the 13th sequels, I kind of get them mixed up. I've seen bits and pieces of them. One that I haven't seen, and I remember people, when I was in high school, people went to the theater and they saw it and they were pissed, because it's the one where Jason's not the killer. Spoiler alert. Turn the sound down for 20 seconds if you don't know this, but it's part 5, A New Beginning. Okay, so there's some other ones I haven't seen, or I've only seen parts of, but I know I've never seen any of this. I have watched reviews of it. I'm familiar with some of it, but I've never actually watched it. So I probably need to watch it just because it looks wacky. Freddy vs. Jason would be an honorable mention. Haven't seen that. Next is Of Unknown Origin, the Peter Weller movie, which is basically Peter Weller versus a rat in his apartment or house in the 1980s, I believe, in New York City. I believe Stephen King has cited this as one of the scariest movies that he's seen, in his opinion. And it was on a countdown. I'm a big fan of Dr. Gangrene here on YouTube. He has a Halloween countdown every year. Last year he did rat movies, last Halloween, and that was one that he reviewed, and never seen it. Want to see it. Definitely want to see it. Next one. One of the few Wes Craven films I haven't seen. And again, this is funny, because, let's see, X-Teen Featurette was just, she made a video, she was talking about Wes Craven movies. She's not a huge Scream fan. She had a haul video where she got a Scream steelbook or something. And she had mentioned that she had never seen People Under the Stairs, which I actually just checked off my list within the last 6 months, because they were talking about it on Night Watch Zone, so I had to watch it. But she said Deadly Friend was her favorite Wes Craven film. So, but I've never seen Deadly Friend. I'm familiar with some of the scenes, including the basketball scene. You've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about. So unfortunately, I kind of watched some of those graphic scenes and spoiled some of it, but never seen it. Deadly Friend. And the next one is a recent film, Hereditary. I have not seen Hereditary yet, just haven't had the time. The inclination is there. I want to see it. I know, my son-in-law is not a huge horror fan, but he's seen it, so I don't know what the holdup is, but I'll figure out where it is and I'll watch it. A couple more honorable mentions would be Scream 4. Haven't seen it. Very little memory of Scream 3, actually, but Scream 4, haven't seen it all. And another one is a cult classic, Eyes of Fire, which I just ordered from Severin, and I just thought it'd be fun to... I almost made the mistake of watching it on YouTube, but the quality looked really bad. So this was a big deal that this had just come out on Severin. I believe it was Severin. So I ordered the Blu-ray, and I think it shipped on like the 7th or something, so I'm excited for that. I know Lady Shasha from the What Did I Just Watch channel, she's done a review of it. She's really fond of this film. So there you go. There's my 10 films that I haven't seen, and a few extra ones. What are your comments or questions about any of those? And I will talk to you again soon, and just be good, or you might end up in Krampus's sack. All the ornaments that I'm not allowed to have on the big tree are up here. Let me get my little Grinch game here. Oh wait, you can't see. There's little balls in there. Oh wait, I gotta go the other way. Okay.